The greatest action figure line of all time. Nope, I'm not talking about Marvel Legends. Nope, I'm not even talking about Hot Toys. I'm talking about the NECA 1/4 scale line. That's right, shocker. Now, if you're not familiar with this line, you're about to be.
Oh, yeah, an apology, I wasn't really familiar with your game.
This line is so underrated and so overlooked. First of all, this action figure line is 1/4 scale, 18 inches tall. For me, personally, I'm starting to get into the bigger action figure lines. And the reason why is because I'm actually moving my setup. So I have an office space area, which is an open space area. I want to make that into a room, so it's going to take a little time. And once I do that, it'll be my own setup, my own room. I'll have a table and a desk, hopefully. And in the background, I'm going to get a bunch of, 3-tier shelves and get a bunch of figures, or like bigger action figures, to make the room pop and looks awesome. Right now, this is my closet. This half is my setup. The other half is my closet. So this is what I'm working with right now. But eventually, I'm going to move in to a different room. So that's why I want to get bigger figures to make the room look better for you guys. And these 1/4 scale NECA figures are just a real deal. First of all, as I said, they're 18 inches tall. But what makes them so awesome is, yes, they're probably the biggest action figures out there, bigger than Hot Toys. Hot Toys are 1/6 scale. This is a 1/4 scale, so the bigger the better. These are bigger action figures, but not just that. The price is not that bad. The price for an average 1/4 scale NECA figure, or should I say right now, because these are older figures. That time was cheaper. Now, life is expensive now. Now it's around $130 plus tariffs plus tax. It gets you around $160. So basically, these are highly detailed figures, up to par with Hot Toys. Not on the same level as Hot Toys, but up to par with Hot Toys. But they're bigger and they're much cheaper. And that is just awesome. Like for me, first of all, I made a video about this. I already pre-ordered the Superman from the new movie, which I freaking love that movie. That movie's a masterpiece. One of the best comic movies of all time. Go watch that movie. And I got the David Corn Sweat Superman. This looks awesome. It's coming in October. But I also got the Arkham Knight Batman figure as well, or the Arkham Origins Batman. Look at this, guys. This is beautiful. This is literally Hot Toys. If I showed you this, you would not think this is NECA 1/4 scale. You would think this is a Hot Toys figure. That's how good this freaking is. The details are awesome, and they have great articulation. Obviously not amazing articulation, but they have great articulation. And again, they will pop on your shelf. They're highly detailed figures. They're huge figures. So I did buy the Arkham Origins Batman figure on Macari, but the seller hasn't shipped yet. I bought it last week, so I don't know what's going to happen. I hope I get it. I got it for $70. Pretty good deal. But what I'm trying to get right now, guys, is that 1/4 scale Age of Ultron Hulk. This guy is freaking awesome. This guy's 24 inches tall. This is the biggest Hulk figure of all time. Action figure of all time. Not talking about statues. The biggest Hulk action figure of all time. I need this. I remember back in a long time ago, I saw this at a store called FYE. I don't know if you guys know that store. It's still around, I think. But yeah, I saw this in the mall at that store. That figure looks spectacular. And I still really want it. But the problem is, it's going for a lot of money. Some sellers are selling it for freaking $2,000. Not in boxed, used. $2,000. Some are selling it at around, $900. Man, I need to get this figure some way, somehow. This will be my centerpiece of my collection. I know I recently made my top 10 dream figures. Yeah, replace that Hot Toys Hulk with this guy over here. But yeah, they also made Avengers. They made a Thor one, a Captain America, Iron Man. Iron Man looks beautiful. The Iron Man one looks freaking amazing, guys. The armor, it looks like actual armor. It looks like it's die-cast just by looking at it. It looks amazing. They made also, obviously DC, I already said that. But they also made freaking Predator. And obviously, you guys know I love Predator. I went to this store called Frankenstein's, a comic book convention store. And I got this Scar McFarlane 12-inch Predator figure over here. Because the ones they're selling for, the NECA 1/4 scale Predator Jungle Hunter, they're selling it for a lot of money. So I sell for this one for $100. But I still really want this. Actually, NECA is reselling this one back on their website. So that's pretty awesome. For $140 plus shipping and tars, $160. That's a great deal. But again, I just bought the Superman. I potentially maybe kind of bought that Batman. We'll see. So I'm gonna hold off for now. Again, my next objective is to get that Hulk some way, somehow, man. Yeah, again, these figures are freaking insane. Again, biggest scale figures for action figures. They're highly detailed, up to par with Hot Toys, and not crazy expensive. Like 140 or 120 is like a really good for this scale. The biggest action figures like of all time, highly detailed figures. That's a good deal. Obviously now it's more expensive because sellers are reselling it for a lot more money. But again, I think NECA is doing a comeback with these because I think NECA knew how good these were. And again, they just re-released that Arkham Knight Batman, which also looks amazing. They're reselling that or released that Predator, the City Hunter, and the Jungle Hunter. Again, I'm tempted, but I just bought this one over here. You know, I have the NR Batman coming on the way very soon. I have the Superman that I pre-ordered, and I'm potentially bought that Batman, so I gotta hold off. And again, I'm trying to get that Hulk. But again, guys, I highly recommend you guys go check these figures out. If you guys see it, like in your comic book store for a good price, I highly recommend you guys picking it up. Again, I think they're up to par with Hot Toys, but in my opinion, I prefer these more over Hot Toys because these are bigger figures and, again, highly detailed figures and also a little cheaper, much more cheaper than Hot Toys. And they even made a Spider-Man Homecoming figure as well. Like, look at this, guys. The details are insane. Again, up to par with Hot Toys. Again, for me, I prefer sculpting more than cloth, like the whole figure being cloth. That's just my thing. So that's why I probably prefer this more to Hot Toys. But yeah, this line is underrated, overlooked, and in my opinion, probably one of the best action figure lines, depending on which scale you're a fan of. If you love the bigger figures, then they're easily the best. But yeah, guys. And I just got a notification that the Batman is shipped. Let's go. So I got the Batman on the way. I'll review that as soon as I get it. And hopefully I find a Hulk for a good price somewhere. Yeah, guys. Thanks for watching. Check this line out. Hulk out.